everyone! So, yes, I did film, edit, and upload a video just to take it down an hour later because I got a box. I didn't think this box was gonna show up for a while, which is why I did a book haul and then I was gonna do a separate unboxing, but it already showed up and I feel bad putting up a book haul and then an unboxing like right in a row. I feel like that's just not quality content up in here. So I have a box to unbox, and I have a library haul, and I have just a regular book haul for everyone. So we're just gonna get right on into these books. I'm sorry if you saw the first half of this video already. There's like 150 views on that video before I took it down, but we're just gonna repeat ourselves, okay? Okay, so besides this box, I have 3 books that I bought myself in the past little bit. I have started doing I have 4. See, it's a good thing I'm redoing this because I forgot a book last time. I have 4 books that I have bought recently because I did recently decide to start doing the read 5 before you buy 1. This box ruined it, but I'll be talking about that when I get to it. But I bought 4 books either before that, and I bought 1 book for the whole read 5 buy 1 thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over which ones I've gotten. Okay, the first one I honestly ordered back in like the beginning of January, but it went to my house, not my college dorm, so I only recently went home and got it, and that is The Traitor's Blade by Sebastian de Castell. I have recently been trying to get back into fantasy and sci-fi, and I've been seeing this one making the rounds on BookTube. It was really cheap on Thrift Books, so I decided to pick it up. I honestly have no clue what it's about besides that people seem to really like it, and also the American cover is way uglier than the UK cover. The next book was another Thrift Books find, and I have honestly been stalking it on there for like a year, and I finally got one. I let a couple get away, not gonna lie, but I finally got a copy, and that is Asking for It by Louise O'Neill. This author wrote one of my favorite books of all time, Only Ever Yours. I love that book so much, and ever since I read it like 2 summers ago, I wanted to read another one of her books. So I finally decided to get this one, which I believe is her first novel, and it follows a girl who's raped, and then like she becomes like a slut at her school. Like everyone calls her a slut because she was raped, and it's just the repercussions of that kind of thing and the mental trauma and everything like that. She did such a good job with Only Ever Yours, so I'm very excited to see how she does this. The next book I bought was a thrift store find. We are out, and this book has been on my radar for quite a while, and that is The Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. This is a Russian piece of literature, and honestly I was about to get rid of it before I reread the back, and it's about like the devil coming into like a town, and like there's a cat and stuff, and I don't know, I'm pretty interested to read it. It's one of those ones that I'm honestly not gonna feel that bad if I don't get to it, but I feel like I would really enjoy this one, so I did decide to keep it. And the one book that I bought for the whole read 5 buy 1 was a book that a couple hours ago when I filmed this I hadn't finished yet, and now I did finish, and that is Vincent and Theo by Deborah Hegelman. Yeah. I have since finished this afternoon. I'm still not over it. It was so good. I really enjoyed this book. As you can see, I never tab up books, and that's a lot of tabs. I never tab books unless I like go in like knowing I want to annotate it, or if it's like a book I have already read or something like that. I don't usually just tab quotes randomly in books. I got this originally from the library, and in the first 30 pages I had so many things I wanted to highlight, so I decided to just get my own copy and use my first read 5 buy 1 to get this book. Not sorry that I did it. It was a 5 out of 5 star read, and I almost cried. So this was such a good book. I highly recommend it. Alright, now I'm going to get into the library haul. I got 5 books from the library. I don't know why I got so many books from the library, if I'm honest, because I wanted to work on lowering my physical TBR, but these are all like new releases that I've been interested in and kind of want to read before I lose interest in them. And also I got them from the library because I don't want to spend money. So the first one I got is the one that I decided to pick up after I finished Vincent and Theo, and that is Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. Haven't actually started it, just put a bookmark in it. This book is told completely in verse. I'm not a big fan of poetry, but I do quite like books that are written in verse. So I felt like it was just gonna be a really quick little one. So it is about a boy, and every single time the elevator stops he encounters someone in his life, I think someone who's died in his life, and it makes him rethink his decisions before he gets to the bottom where he's going to kill someone. The next book that I have to talk about is 100% based on the recommendation from Books and Lala because she's my queen and I love her. But that is Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney Stevens. This was like her #1 book of 2017. She does not stop raving about it, and I've been pretty interested ever since she talked about it. This, all I know, is a YA contemporary set in a small town with a bunch of like rich white kids, I think. And that sounds just like where I'm from, and I kind of want to just read it. Plus, Lala is pretty critical of YA contemporary, though that is what she reads the most, so I quite trust her that this is going to be a good one. So that's the next one. This book I got from the library because I can't believe I haven't heard anyone talking about it, and it has gotten me very curious as to why no one's talking about it. And that is All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. Maggie Stiefvater is huge. Everyone loves the Raven Cycle, but I've seen no one talking about this book besides hauling it or hauling like the arc. I've seen no one read it. So I'm kind of interested to see what it is. I have no clue. I don't even know if it's YA, middle grade, adult. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's about. I know nothing. I just know it's Maggie Stiefvater. So the next one is my book that is probably the most hyped, and that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I've read absolutely nothing by Holly Black, but this book has been making its rounds on BookTube, and I'm low-key kind of interested. I don't really know much about it besides that it's a fae book, and I know Holly Black like writes a lot of fae books, and that's basically all I know. But yeah, I kind of want to read this just to like, I really hope it just sparks some sort of emotion in me, whether that is like hating it profusely or like loving it. I really hope I'm not neutral about it, because I want to either be able to rant about it or I want to be able to rave about it. So this is probably going to be my next read after The Long Way Down. And the final book that I got from the library I'm just looking at, and I don't know why I did this to myself, and that is Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I was a pretty big fan of Brandon Sanderson 2 years ago when I read the Mistborn series and then the Reckoners trilogy, and I just kind of took a break from him for the last like year or so when I haven't been reading much fantasy. But I didn't know where to kind of start with him again, so I just got his first book. I have no idea what it's about. I think it might be set in the Mistborn like world. Could be lying. I don't really know what it's about, but it's like 500 pages, so fun. Okay, so I have this giant box from Bookoutlet. I never order books on Bookoutlet anymore. I think thrift books is a million times better, cheaper, less shipping, all of that kind of thing. But I do order off of Bookoutlet every once in a while because I will like add books into a cart, and then every once in a while I'll actually have a full cart of books that I actually want. So I'll order them. But I'm doing the whole read 5 before you buy 1. So all of the books in here that I haven't read yet are going back in the box and getting put under my bed until I read 5, and then I can take one out of the box and read it. That's my rule. Wow. That's my rule. Except there are a couple in here, or 1 or 2, I don't actually know, that I have read. But I think I got 8 or 9. I can't really remember.
Oh, whoa, that's
I
nice.
love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have Tales from the Perilous Realm by J.R.R. Tolkien. Illustrated! Oh my god! Okay, I was just browsing Bookoutlet when I found this. I was just browsing Bookoutlet when I found this. I had no idea that this existed. I have no clue if this is just another one of those books that they made into a book when it's actually just from the Silmarillion. I'll have to double check because I have read the Silmarillion. But this is just gorgeous, and I just really wanted it for my collection. If you're new here, I'm in love with everything that J.R.R. Tolkien, or any of the Tolkiens, do. Basically. This book I bought, I honestly don't know if I'm gonna read it. It's gonna go up in my lake house, and if I don't have anything to read, I'll probably read it. But that is Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare and a bunch of other people. This is the novellas that go in between the Mortal Instruments series and the Dark Artifices series. I didn't read it. I have already read Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows, and I haven't read this, but I've been told it's really, really good, so I decided to just get it. It was a couple bucks. Why not? So next book I got is a TBT, honestly. It is the 5th book in the Fallen Kingdom series. TBT to when I read the Fallen Kingdom series. I got up to book 4, and then this book came out. Honestly, I didn't even know it came out, and then suddenly we're on the last book, and I haven't read this one. So it was on there, really cheap, decided to get it. I honestly need to go back and recap what happened in the first 4 because that was like 2 years ago that I read them. But this, if you guys don't know somehow what the Fallen Kingdom series is, it's basically a YA Game of Thrones is the best way to explain it. It's just a high fantasy novel, multiple point of views, magic, lands, realms, rivals, stuff like that. I hate one of the perspectives, Jonas, so I honestly never know what's really happening in the book. I just read from Agnes and Cleo, but like, I'll do a recap, I'll get a book talk up or something to figure out what the hell was going on. Okay, I'm low-key a little annoyed because I ordered this book and literally not even an hour later, the author was like, look at the pretty new covers my books have, and this one's just not as pretty as the new ones. But that is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. Wow, mine got a little crushed. I have seen nothing but good things about this book going around. Mostly, I got it because of Ariel Bissett. Ariel Bissett is my queen. I love her, and I trust her. This is a YA novel about a girl in, or no, it's a new adult novel about a girl in college, and it has a lot to do with social media. I don't know. I've heard good things, and I wanted to read it. So the next one that I got was this is the one that I'm the most iffy about. It's another one that Lala talked about, and it is a YA contemporary, but I think it sounds really cool. And that is First We Were Four by Alexandra Sirowai. Basically, it's about these kids who, their like little squad that they have going on turns into a cult, and then they kill someone, or one of them gets killed, or something like that. It's literally just like some friends in high school who are like, how can we like stay as close as possible, and then they just decide to make a cult.
Kate, when did you write an autobiography?
So I'm very interested. Ooh, I like the spine.
It's shiny.
So I thought it was a very, very pretty book, and I also just thought it sounded really cool. So, that's another one. Do you want me to finish this on time?
No.
Okay, wow, this next one is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I have The Rose and the Crown by Melissa de la Cruz, which is totally a book people are gonna look at and be like, Kate, why the hell did you get this book?
The name says The Ring and the Crown.
What did I say?
You said The Rose and the Crown.
The Ring and the Crown. Whoops. Wow, this is also, did my books get like wrecked, or did I get scratch and dent? Like, this is all like fucked up.
Ooh.
Anyways, The Ring and the Crown. I have wanted to read this since before BookTube. I got it out from the library before BookTube. I got it out during when I was on BookTube. Just I've never freaking read it, so I just decided to get it. I think it sounds interesting. It's an actual standalone fantasy novel, which is all anyone ever wants in life. So that's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, this last one is the book that I've already read, and it is, of course, Borne by Jeff Vandermeer. Oh my god, if you guys watched my January wrap-up, you know I'm fucking obsessed with this book. It is so good. This is about a post-apocalyptic world where this girl, she needs to like scavenge for things, and she finds this little plant, and then he like grows and becomes conscious, and it's the world, like their god and ruler is a flying bear named Mord. Like, this is the weirdest freaking book I've ever read in my life, and I love it. And I read it on my Kindle, so I didn't have a physical copy, and it was one that I definitely knew that I wanted. So I'm very happy about this. Let's. Whoa! That is so pretty. So yeah, this is the last book that I got. I'm very happy with this. Oh my god, I think it has like the bear on the front. Like, I love this book. If you guys need a book suggestion, this is the one that I'm always gonna be giving now. There you go. Okay, that is a very precarious. But those are all of the books I have to haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul, library haul, unboxing video. If you have read any of these books, definitely leave down in the comments below what you thought of them. And anyways, I love you all, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!
You encounter someone. Hello?
Hi, am I interrupting your video?
Yes.
Your brother should be on it.
It's Colleen coming back?
I don't think so.
Oh, she just got all the stuff enough.
Yeah, no, they run that thing.
I have to do it in such a weird position because of the lighting. No.
Oh.
You can sit back if you want to. I don't really care. I don't want this.
And then she leaves, and she literally just stood there for like a solid 5 seconds, being like,
Why?
and then she went, Justin!
We're gonna do great on this exam.
Yes.
We're gonna kill
Fighting!
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 I got it from Allie was working, and she was literally like, this is a big box for books. How many did you get? I was like, 8, 9. And she was like, what's wrong with you?
Kate.
If you change it, it could be boner.
Shut up.
Bye, bitches.
No.